Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about how to maximize your live streaming sessions. So you see live streaming's getting bigger and bigger. Facebook's giving priority to it. YouTube's trying to catch up and adding, they just added mobile live streaming finally to their app, but you need to have above 10,000 subscribers. So what I would recommend right off the bat to maximize your live streaming sessions is to simulcast. So using a tool like Wirecast, which is about $499. I think there's another one that's out there called Huzza, but I think they might have gone down. But as in, shut down the company. So you can check out Huzza. I think it's huzza.io. That's huzzah.io. Don't know if they're still around. Never used it. Also Wirecast. So I use Wirecast, and then it'll allow me to hit Facebook at the same time and hit YouTube at the same time. And I like the fact that it hits YouTube at the same time because those videos will become evergreen, and then I can put those into playlists. I can make different playlists too. That's step one. Simulcast and try to make the most of it.
The big thing that I do is when you're doing any sort of live streaming, like I'm doing a big one next week, I'll do email blasts and promos ahead of time. So even with your social media channels, you can let people know, like on Facebook, like you can post saying like, hey, on this day at X time, I'm going to be doing a live streaming session. When you do that, what you'll find is you get way more people coming live. And the rough ratio that I've seen it is you get like 20 to like 25% more people when you notify people ahead of time on when you're going to do it versus just out of the blue.
Great. And one thing I'll also add is if you actually have something that does really well, let's say Neil's big live stream next week performs really well. He's got an engagement rate of over 10% on Facebook. You can go to Facebook Insights to see if it actually does well. If it does really well, average view times above 15 seconds or so, then guess what? You can go to a service like Rev, that's rev.com. Go to rev.com, have the video transcribed. If it's like an hour video, it's going to cost you $60 to do it. But you have it transcribed. Most people, I should change this because Facebook is going to play videos with sound on by default. You might as well have the transcription anyway in there. And then from there, you can add it to your video and then you can boost it on Facebook. And then if it works out really well from that one boost, guess what? You can make it into an ad. We did this with one of our live videos in the past, and it actually generated, a good amount of emails and free consultations for us. And it just builds goodwill over time. So doing something like that, taking something that performs well, trying to put some ad dollars behind it always works.
Yeah. The other thing too that I found is when you're doing the live streaming, take that video once it's done and figure out how to reuse it. So the video is saved, then integrate it within your blog posts, then integrate it on other social media sites and just continually promoting it. See, everyone focuses on getting most people during the live stream, but what happens after? And I found that if you keep promoting it after, like linking to it from blog posts, promoting it, when you're doing interviews on other people's sites, and just continually mentioning on your social profiles, like on Facebook, I'll continue to link to the video again, right, or the live stream, even though it's done. And I find that when I do that, over time I can get double the amount of views.
And one thing that we did recently, I remember I was at it was a live stream with a bunch of entrepreneurs sitting in there. So let's say you're doing a live stream, like an interview or something like that. This seems basic too. What Neil mentioned is something that seems basic, but I forget to do it from time to time. But what you can do is just get other people to also share the live stream too. Add like a little call to action as well. And actually, like when we got people to do that, we got a lot more views, like organic views. And then from there, we decided to boost it, like I mentioned. But one thing I will say is there is someone in the space, in the marketing space her name is Shalene Johnson. And what she does is she will live stream and then she'll do a Q&A. And from there, she'll go through a crazy repurposing process. So from there, she'll slice up that live stream into separate blog posts. She'll make it into, a bunch of social images for it as well. And then also make it into a podcast too. Or make the different sections of the podcast. So the live stream is the impetus for coming up with a bunch of ideas, and that's how she maximizes it. I thought that was a really smart idea, so we modified that to something that we're going to start doing moving forward. So try to think of how you can really, if you can put live stream at the top and repurpose the crap out of it, and then really try to that will really give it its most legs. So Neil, anything else to add?
No, that's pretty much it on mine.
All right, that's it for today's episode of Marketing School. We will see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.